just wanted to fill them in a little bit about myself. People talked to came about a little while ago when we were trying to figure out how we can bring the more information about what's going on in our community, on our street, and let people know what's the buzz, what's going on immediately around us. So we hope people talk to will bring inspirational people that are in our local neighborhoods to you to inspire you and to assist you all in becoming more informed about where you are in your own local neighborhoods. So, Marcia, can you assist me in telling me where do you think this show we would like to take this show in the future?
Yes, we'd like to take this show to the community, asking the community to send in the best people that you know that have inspired you,
Yes.
that have motivated you, that have uplifted you in your lifetime, that can give you your purpose, that will help you fulfill all that you're doing around you. It does take a village to raise one another. So we're trying to look to that as well as look to you to bring on someone that's inspirational, and let's take it to the whole village so that we are all inspired to become the best person we can be. We need to brand ourselves, market ourselves, inspire ourselves to do better than we did yesterday.
You know what, Marcia? Cleveland, living here in Cleveland, we recognize that it has cliches like the best location in the nation, Cleveland rocks. And I think that this show could kind of like showcase the people of Cleveland and show them some of the things that Cleveland has to offer. Do you know any places that come across your mind right away when you say the word Cleveland or when you think about being a Clevelander?
Yes, being a Clevelander right off the bat, from the old places or the old things, we're no longer that. We think of the Cleveland Cavaliers because of LeBron James.
Yes.
He made a mark in Cleveland, and even before when we had Austin Carr and Campy Russell and Bingo Smith, all of those guys. So we did have the Cavaliers. We've always had the Indians. When
But
they
you know
won
what
the
I think
trophy.
of? I think about like the Cleveland Zoo when we was kids, and
Yes.
we had all. I recall going down to the Terminal Tower. We went, they had those places. We went down to every Memorial Day weekend. They would have a big event at the cemetery, Lakeview
Lakeview
Cemetery,
Cemetery.
and the West Side Market. Cleveland is really, really got a lot of landmarks that we get to hold. Old Stone Church around Christmas and Thanksgiving time.
Yes.
Severance Hall was a place that all the kids and all the schools had to attend to listen to the Cleveland Orchestra, and back in the day it was free.
Yes, we did. We had lots of activities. We would go lots of field trips, and we're hoping to get back to that, taking the children on field trips and introducing them to a world of what Cleveland is all about. We have Euclid Avenue, which was the old mansions
Yes.
up and down Euclid Avenue. We have now the Euclid Corridor, which goes down, they connecting. We're connecting with Midtown Corridor, Huff. All of these communities are coming together and reconnecting and rebuilding our communities.
When
And
you
they're
talk
doing a
about
lot.
rebuilding the communities, the other day when we had our guest on, we were talking about reconnecting with old relationships. So when you think about reconnecting in this area, you have so many historical sites here in the city.
Right.
Not to mention the new stuff that Cleveland Clinic and the university hospitals and Case Western Reserve are bringing down the road, but the new sites downtown, they're rebuilding the downtown area as well.
Yes, we have even Zanzibar. Even though they're on Shaker Square, they have a spot downtown
Wow.
that you can go to. There's a lot of nice restaurants down there and nice hotels that you can go to and visit. The music is down there, bowling is down there. You have a lot of just walking around. The new convention center is hosting a lot of festivals and things like that. You have quite a lot to do in Cleveland now.
I remember this summer they had the Cleveland Metropolitan Parks really gave us a lot of things to do. We
Yes.
enjoyed all the concerts. They enjoyed playing volleyball, and families were out in droves this summer. I think that's something that we should make sure that our people don't forget that's available to them. We also had the colleges. We're not mentioning the colleges, but I have to put in a plug for Cleveland State University, Case Western University. What's the other colleges?
Community college.
Community College, Ursuline College.
Yes.
What's the
All
other
right in
college?
here.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is here.
And we,
John Carroll.
John Carroll. We also have satellite colleges like Kent State has a college here. What we're saying is Cleveland has a lot to offer its citizens. I also noticed too, Marcia, something that I think that you all would like to know about. We have very famous people in our area. To name a few, Arsenio Hall, Halle
Steve
Berry,
Harvey,
Steve Harvey,
Halle Berry,
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
We had Tracy Chapman. Dr. Oz is from the Cleveland area.
Yes, and we have Dr. Hyman that's still here.
I think it's Avant. I'm sorry, I'm saying it's that.
Yes.
The singer Avant, and James Pickens, the guy that's on what's that show?
Oh,
The show.
okay.
You know what I'm talking about? The doctor show.
I can't think of it.
But he's a Clevelander as well. What I'm saying is, you don't know who is going to be our next celebrity coming out of Cleveland, and that's pretty awesome. We bring up some great people here, and not to mention our leaders like Marsha Fudge,
Yes.
and we have right now our mayor Frank Jackson. We have great council people. Yours is
Bashir Jones.
Bashir Jones, young people. A younger gentleman that's becoming a leader in his own right in the city. We also have
Blaine Griffin.
Blaine Griffin, yes, yes. It's a lot that we're doing in our city that people might not pay attention to. And if we don't call your name, it wasn't that we didn't think about it. It's just that we can't name everybody in one sitting. But and we're new. If you could pick up my little nervousness, please forgive me. They said, "Don't hold it to my head, hold it to my heart." So I apologize if I missed anybody. I want to ask you, Marsha, since we're Cleveland girls, East Clevelanders at that, what is one of the main things that you think that people talk can do to help people that are interested in getting on the program?
People talk, someone that inspires you, like your grandmother, giving wisdom, and you know that she's given to the community at large, and she changed a whole neighborhood just by her giving. Maybe you can come on if she's not here and tell what she did, feeding people, loving on people, gaining all of this knowledge that we can pass on to one another, things that we can do together, family, togetherness. That's what we're going to try to push, is People Talk Too wants to push families coming back together.
Even
if
new
you don't
businesses.
have a family,
New businesses.
new businesses also, we can bridge that gap to become the family that you don't have or that you don't need. So that's
One of the things that I was thinking about too that people talk to, there are discussions that need to be made. There are things that we need to say in our communities to our leaders There are things that we need to rally up around, like the census is coming, and we need voter registration. We need to get out here and vote, sign up to vote. Our vote matters. There are also other issues in the city that we need to become more aware of, like what is actually going on downtown at City Hall. People Talk will give you a voice. You'll be welcome to call in or be welcome to be on our site to give your input. We appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time to listen. We appreciate you taking the time to want to know what's going on in your own town. I'm going to ask you one more question, Marcia. So, would you like to see groups come in to the program?
Absolutely. We're welcoming everyone and anyone. We've had several different groups in the past, not on the show, but in our community. We've seen different things through different programs that we have been involved with that's beneficial to us. And just last night, for
Yes.
instance, we had Chef Jeff Henderson come and speak down at community college through PNC sponsored him to come and speak. And it was sad to say it was only about 100 of us, but he gave us a wealth of knowledge. This chef is on celebrity TV, and he came from the same areas that we did. His background, he had to go to prison, but then he came out of prison and he also went and became a chef. And that was done by cooking food while he was in prison. And he saw that he had his gifts and his talents. So sometimes we go to the dark places in life, but they bring out the best in us. They brought out his gifts and talents, and God used that platform to show him what his purpose is in life. And he was excellent. And they're going to bring him back next year, thanks to Brian over at PNC. It's 83rd and Carnegie is PNC Connection. You have to come out. It's a program that's absolutely free going on in your community, and they offer a lot of programs. GED, you can get your computer classes, you can get graphic design, graphic arts, you can learn how to do music, just a little taste of everything. And you might find where your niche is that you might want to be able to brand yourself, market yourself, and find out what your purpose is so that we can all work together.
You know what? One of the things we should mention is the Blot program.
Yes.
Blot has helped us to start our own businesses, and the people at Blot really showed that they cared, and we are on the ball. We are also not only working on getting our own businesses, but we're also working on learning about financial wealth, becoming big players in discovering our financial planning, wealth building techniques, strategizing toward becoming wealth builders. And I thank Montana and Vernon for allowing us to be a part of their school, that they've taught us how to start our own businesses. I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's very awesome. Montana Moore and Vernon Tyus are two wonderful people who have given their hearts to pour out to us to try to find where you fit and try to get your own business, that you don't always have to work for anybody else. But if you have gifts and talents, you can work for yourself. And then they help you to get to market yourself, teach you all of these things in a wonderful class. And the BLOT it stands for Building Business Leaders of Tomorrow Today. So they have their own radio show as well, but we just want to put in that plug because they have helped us tremendously in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
The coursework is only 10 weeks. You might want to come out and join that as well. We have a wealth of information that'll be coming at you from all walks and all corners of life just to inspire you. Your local churches are out there. Langston Hughes is another program for exercising. It's a free program also. And you can go to that program. It's on 79th and Quincy. And they have exercise there. They also have a health challenge program that goes on. And we need to get healthy. Our community needs to be healthy as well as knowledgeable and educational and all the other things that we need to do to become whole.
What do you think people need to reach back and do as far as that concept, the village? What do you think we need to be doing in the village to strengthen our families and our friends and our churches and our government? What do you, in your opinion, how do you think that the village can strengthen itself?
The village can strengthen itself by each one reaching another one, each one reaching and building, helping build the family unit.
Yeah.
And the family unit helping build the community, and the community helping build the city, and the city helping build the state, and the state helping to build the U.S. state to become the best state in best country in the world. And the only way we can stay that way, we've been that way all the time. It's the United States because we're free. And that's what makes us good. We have freedoms that other countries don't have. And we need to take advantage of those freedoms and put that back into perspective and bring that back to our neighborhoods to strengthen our neighborhoods
But
and
you
our
know
family.
what, Marsha? I think one of the things that people fail to realize is the impact that we're making on our children.
Yes.
I mean, the negative things that come across the airway, we need to have a voice. I mean, in censorship. The things that the kids are learning in school, we need to take a bigger interest in what the teachers are teaching our children. Because I remember back in the 70s when they were refusing to teach African American history in our schools, but our parents got on it and they demanded that the children learn about themselves. I think right now that we should be more vocal in the care and what's going on in our kids' head, who's taking care of them, who's watching over them, what's being said to them, and what we say to them at home.
Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Education doesn't start in the school, though.
No.
Education starts at home with the parents and the community that's around you, that you surround yourself with. It starts with your family unit. And as you reach back, the grandparents and the great-grandparents, remember what they taught you. Apply it to your life. Try that and stop trying all the other things. Don't be a follower, be a leader. We want to have greatness. And what do you feel that the village means to you?
To me, the village represents all of us, each and every one. Mm-hmm. Everybody, it's kind of like everything is jointly fit together, and everybody has a purpose to fulfill. Mm-hmm. The mother, the father, the children, the church, the school, the grocery store. In this village, we all should work together and see about each other. I think it is important, that person that you see standing on the street holding the sign, if you don't want to give them money, ask them if they have another need that you could fulfill. If they need a ride, offer them a ride. But anymore, we watch TV, and it dictates our thought processes, and it shouldn't ought to be that way. We were a people that took care of each other. We were a people that were concerned about our next door neighbor. I just wish we would go back to those village principles. It strengthens everybody, and everybody benefits from it. Getting out, exercising, we should be walking. You never see people walk the streets anymore. There was a time when everybody was walking. And I wish we would go back to that because it makes you healthier. The benefits of exercise and good diets goes a long, long way. I think right now that we are very fortunate to have this medium, and there's other mediums as well. People Talk also will be on a blog, and will also be on a podcast. What I'm saying is there are multi-mediums to get the word out, to get information out. Mm-hmm. And if People Talk can assist you in learning how to articulate across and get a message through, we would like to do that. If talking to people on this site can assist you in any way, that is our purpose.
Yes.
We want to help one another to grow intellectually, to grow spiritually and physically, because we're trying to get better every day. I'm hoping too, Marcia, that the people that are listening will give us some input and some feedback as to what they would like to hear come from us and what they would like to see, what they would like to share with us. If you have any type of announcement, right? We want to get your announcement that's going on locally. Then please feel free to either email us at Miyoshi A. Levy MiyoshiALevy@gmail.com, or you're welcome to call me at 330-926-6126. And or else you can call the station. And that number here is 216-298-1554. We would love to hear from our audience, and please be patient with us. We're speaking brand new, and we're trying to get it right just for you. Marcia, I thank you so much for coming. Would you like to say anything to our audience?
Yes, and also we want to also take note of our communities, the safety, our health and our safety. Take care of yourself. Be safe wherever you go, wherever you are, and make sure that you take care of someone else. Give to someone else, love on someone else, spend time with someone else,
Yes.
especially an elder or senior, and also take up time with someone else's child.
Yes.
Each one of us need to learn to help raise the children that are in our communities so that they don't have to go to jail like Chef Jeff Henderson had to. Maybe we can avoid those. The statistics that he gave is 1 in every 5 males in the African American community will end up in jail. And already the statistic is applied. 1 in every 5 males is in jail. And that's sad.
It's unfair.
And it's going to go higher, he's predicting, because of that's their way of making money. Let's create some businesses that will create jobs so that they don't have to sell drugs.
Oh, well, I thank you all so much for being a part of our show tonight. And Marcia, please come back anytime, all the time. And to you all, our listening audience, if you have any words of encouragement or any words of discouragement, I just like to hear from you. I like to know what you're thinking, how we can do better, and how we can better serve you. That is our mission, is to serve the public and be available to help us all, one another. Thank you for your time.
Say something spiritual.
I'd like to leave with a closing thought. To thine own self be true.
And my thought for the day is walk with the King and be a blessing to someone. May God love you, may God keep you, and may God bless you richly as you serve him.
Thank you.
Yes.